What's up, beautiful people? So, I got a cigar, I got my sour milk as my drink, kefir, and so, as you guys know, probably know, I'm growing weed, I'm growing marijuana, and people have been asking me what my parents think about me growing marijuana. I live in New York, it's legal, but, parents have their own ideas about things. So, um, when people ask me this, my first thought is like, I'm I'm basically an adult, right? I'm 21 years old. I'm an adult. I can make my own decisions. And it's this isn't like me saying uh, I'm an adult, but I'm take no responsibility to act like a baby. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm an adult, and I've proven that I can make decisions and be creative and be responsible. Um, and my parents know that. So even they do care, but at the same time, I've shown them that I could be an adult. I could be responsible. I could take charge. I can take initiative. I could just be responsible. So they do care, but at the same time they don't. And this is actually the important issue here is, why does it actually matter what your parents think of you? Like, if you're not doing illegal shit, if you're not doing problematic shit, then why do you care? And I see this so often. Like, people put off their goals, put off their dreams, put off their ambitions because their parents tell them to do something, and they're trying to please their parents from childhood trauma and inner child issues. And this is a huge problem. Like, I go through this too. Like, I go through the same thing. Um, but you just can't live like this. It never works. Trying to please other people, trying to owe other people something, it doesn't work. It can't work because what you're doing in that instance, what's happening is that you're living your life based on what other people want. So you're basically living their life in a way. It's very odd. It's very odd why we do that. And what I found is that we're just afraid to live our own life. We're afraid of our own compass, for lack of a better word. We're afraid of it because when you follow your own compass, the path before you is the dark. It's in the dark. You don't know where you're going. You don't know. Um, but the only way to actualize your potential and to live fully is to really go through that. It's to carve your own way through the forest. It's to find your own way to make a fire and light up the path. If you don't do that, then you're just going to live other people's lives. And sadly, the culture that we're in uh, doesn't give a shit about you. What it wants is for you to be a battery for other people's dreams, per se. And that's not what I want for you. Um, it's not what I want for everyone, for anyone, I mean. And it's still sad that other people fall into that. But you don't have to. You don't. You can live life on your own terms, with your own goals, your own ambitions, and really grab life by the fucking nuts. And fucking squeeze them and fucking say, "This is my fucking life, motherfucker." That's what it takes. So, it doesn't matter what my parents think about me growing marijuana. It really doesn't. And I get it every time. In person, right? They're like, what do your parents think? And I'm just like, you know, I I don't even ask them what they think. As a joke, I would ask my mom because she's fucking, she's crazy. But it's a joke. Like, I'm not gonna go and ask them, what do you think if I do this? Like, no, 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 no. If I want to do something, you just get after it. You have to take massive action. Massive action. At some point, it's good to contemplate things and think about doing things and not be an idiot. But at the same time, sometimes you just gotta be fucking dumb and just get after it. Go, go, fail fast. My friend David always tells me that. He's like an older guy, pretty successful. Um, I met him when I was a server, but he always says fail fast, fail hard, and fail fast. Keep going, just go. like 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 a fucking a marathon runner. You think they're when they're about to run a marathon, you think they're just sitting there, they're waiting to start. No, no, no. Once that shotgun goes off, just fucking go. Doesn't matter. All your problems behind you, just go. That's kind of the case with creating anything. Uh, at some point, you just got to go, and then once you create it, you got to ship it. If you don't know what shipping is, it's just getting it out there. Once you create it, just get it out there. Just get it the fuck out there. Like, uh, I've created things where it's like I give people shit, and it's like a prototype, but it doesn't matter because once you put it out there, people judge it, people criticize it, they're giving you feedback. This is a good thing. Some people don't know that. They just want to hate on it, but still, it's feedback, and it is helpful in a way when you get hate on shit. Because you realize how you were wrong and how you could improve something. So this is the benefit of haters. you know it's good people. It's good if people, I hate the word haters, but it's good if people judge you, because you can kind of reflect on what you're doing wrong, and sometimes that judgment is a good thing, right? Some people judge because they're just fucking assholes, but there's very valid judgments, when you're out of integrity, when you're out of alignment, when you're doing stupid shit. um, People will judge you, and especially women. Women can fucking sniff your bullshit from a mile away, but it's the value of women, is that they um they show a man that he's fucking bullshitting himself. But that's a story for another day. Uh, this story is about how my parents think about me growing weed, which doesn't matter. So yeah, it doesn't matter. If you're dealing with like your parents, you want to start a project or whatever, but your parents don't think it's good, or you're afraid of what they think. It doesn't matter. It's not as bad as you think. Trust me. They'll judge you at the start, but they won't. If you are serious, right? Don't start a project and then just forget about it. And then your parents are like, "What the fuck are you doing?" No, start a project and finish it. Go all the way. Be serious. With every project I start, it's always serious, because you have to train that serious muscle. Like, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. But when you do something, you act like it matters. Like your life is on the fucking line. Like a gun is to your head. That's the way you have to treat a project. Survival's on the line. And if you don't finish it, then you die. So you have to finish it. You have to finish it. Now, is there exceptions to this? Yeah. But most projects, please finish them and put them out there, even if they're shit. Because it's that shittiness that teaches you how to make something extraordinary. Uh, and yeah, that's basically what I wanted to say. Like, it doesn't matter what my parents think. It really doesn't. I'm growing marijuana. I don't even smoke weed, to be honest. I barely smoke weed. Barely even use weed. But I just like growing shit, to be honest. Uh, I'll keep growing shit till the day I die, to be honest. It's just fun. Like to create like it, I could go to a dispensary or the store and get weed or whatever. But where's the fun in that? It's not fun. It's literally not fun. Going to the store, going to a dispensary, just picking up weed, smoking it, whatever. There's no adventure. There's no story there. There's no challenge there. So it's not fun. It's not rewarding at all. That's why I'm growing weed. At the end of the day, that's why I'm doing it. Even if I may not smoke it, or well, I'm gonna smoke it, but if I don't even use weed that much, it's not my favorite thing. It's truly not. But it doesn't matter because I'm going through the adventure and the trials and tribulations and the failures. I already had a fucking failure. One of the fucking things didn't come up. One of the plants that I planted didn't go up. I don't know which one's a boy or girl. I have to figure this all out because with marijuana you want the girls because they have the flowers, which is what you smoke. So fuck. Went out. So yeah, that's one thing I have to work on with my homemade cigars is that they don't they don't sometimes they go out, which isn't really a problem. I don't know if it's because I'm talking and I'm not keeping it alive, but whatever. But yeah, anything that you want to create, like turn it into an adventure, turn it into a documentary, make it fun. You have to make it fun. Don't expect to do something. This is a big thing. When you go to a party, for instance, people go to parties and just expect other people to give them uh, flow state or give them fun or make things fun. I propose that you be the person who is already having so much fun within, and then you just express that wherever you are. That's the true key to freedom, is that you can draw your own state from within. This is actually big because if you can do that, if you can draw your own happiness and your own state from within, that is infinitely fucking valuable. There's nothing more valuable than that because you're free. You don't need other people to make you happy. You don't need things to make you happy. The happiness is in the process. That's it. So I'm growing fucking marijuana. This is your call to do it too. No, I'm kidding. But but yeah, don't worry about what your parents think. Um, at the end of the day, this is your life. This is your story, and make it everything it can be. You know, and I just like talking about this because I've been through it many times ever since I started this, actualization journey. But yeah, bang. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Really, I'm signing out. The cigar taste dry, but it's a good dry. It's a good dry. It's almost like a like you're licking a piece of cedar wood. It's good. But anyways, don't listen to your parents. No, okay, no, wait, hold on. Oh, I gotta stretch. Oh my god. Okay. Is the fucking camera on? Hold on. It is on. Okay. The camera's fucking on. So yeah, don't listen to your parents. No. uh, listen to yourself first. What feels true to you, and then go after it. And you're gonna fucking fail. Trust me on that. But there's no such thing as failure. Like, even think about it. What even is failure? There's literally no such thing because you're just finding, like, what did Thomas Edison said this shit, or it was just you're just finding a way it doesn't work. It's not failure because every failure just builds on, it's just building on top of each other. It's not a failure because you learn. As long as you're learning, as long as you're getting after it, there cannot be failure. It doesn't matter. It doesn't count. It doesn't even, it's not even a thing. That's the that's the paradigm you have to get to, where it's like there's no such thing as failure. There's only learning, and then building upon that learning, and then fucking just banging it out, shipping the product, making shit. That's it. Learning how to sell, learning how to market, all that shit. But those are stories for another day. Yeah. So don't worry about what your parents think. Keep getting after it. Keep creating. Keep learning. And or what's an example of this? Like if you want to, like, the whole classic example, like your parents want you to be a doctor, whatever the fuck. But you don't want to be a doctor. So why would you be a doctor? This is the predicament that we're in. Um, the predicament is that people were never taught how to trust themselves and how to be their own authority, their own parent, for lack of a better word. You have to, a healthy person, a healthy and whole individual which is like holism and holistic thinking, is someone who is their own mother and is their own father. And to be your own father and your own mother, you have to you have to integrate your own masculinity and your own femininity and your inner child and all that stuff. And psychedelics are great for that. But again, another story. I have a lot of other stories for another day. But yeah, that's the essence of this, or cutting the metaphorical umbilical cord from your parents or your mom's belly button. uh, but yes, that's that's it. Or your belly button. Where the fuck is the? I don't even know, bro. I don't even know. But yeah, it's a slow process as you age of disconnecting from your parents, and this is important because society doesn't actually teach you how to do this, so you kind of have to do it yourself, I guess. But that's just the growth that we're in. And if what should scare I don't even like what should scare you really is not doing this, because if you don't do this, you will be constantly in fear and connected to your parent, not connected, attached to your parents' opinions of you, ideas of what you should be, and then you're gonna end up just fucking unfulfilled and lost, even more lost. If you follow your own path, you will never be lost, even if the path before you is dark. You'll be lost, but it won't be. You'll be a fulfilled lost. Like, oh shit, I gotta figure this out. I gotta fucking get after it. That's the way. That's the way. So disconnect from your parents, or start integrating that masculinity and that femininity within your being. And that's all I gotta say. I hope you guys enjoyed this little talk. Um, the marijuana documentary, it'll be out in no time. No time. We got interviews in there. We got how the whole growth process, how to make a joint, problems with dispensaries, problems with mass producing weed, problems with weed, how to use weed properly, all that stuff in there. We're gonna make it fun. It's gonna be a fun process. I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen, but we're doing it. So that's all I gotta say. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and peace.